What's up, everyone? It's Mark here, 512 Mark DE, and here is another Navy update. I've been kind of putting off making this video because I've been waiting for hopefully more answers and more information. Um, but here's where we're at right now. So I'm still in the process. And I'll admit I've been getting kind of discouraged and um, very frustrated at times. But the last video I made about a month ago, I think, yeah, it was about a month ago. The status was pretty much everything's done. The last thing that we needed to do was just clean everything up, cross all the T's, dot all the I's, put a nice bow on the packet and submit it and get approval. Now, we knew at the time there weren't technically like open spots for logistics specialists, but my recruiter, I talked to people and had hope that it'd still get pushed through. Um, and worst case, that if they denied it, they'd come back with, no, we don't have responsible logistics, but offer these rates instead. We're kind of shooting for something like that. And the recruiter had told me at the end of July that was his goal, was to get everything submitted first week of August and hopefully get the approval back the second week of August so I could get sworn in. And when he was getting ready to do that, come to find out the process that I'm trying to enlist through, that I'm eligible through, given my unique circumstance of prior service being so long ago and everything. Logistics is not an option. Logistics specialist is not an option. I don't know if that's because of through the DPAP process or just, they're just so full that they're not taking any right now. So he found that out and told me, and then our options are, as of right now, our options are find other rates that I could potentially qualify for, which I think there's at least a couple that I've seen that I've talked to him about, or my recruiter is kind of wanting to try to wait till October starts the new fiscal year, and he thinks there'll be new opportunities there. I'm hesitant to wait till October if that's just an if, you know what I mean? If there's not like a very high likelihood or probability that I could get in for logistics, by if we wait till October, then I'm hesitant to wait because I don't want to wait till October and do everything, and then they're still like no, and we could have already been working on other rate options. Because this August is now 13 months that I've been in the process of trying to re-enlist. And I'm trying, I'm not always patient, but I am trying to remain patient because, you know, as I said before, I'm just thankful to be in the opportunity to even be able to re-enlist in the military. This is something that I want to do, and if I wasn't 100% in it and willing to do what it takes, then I would have given up a long time ago because this has not been a short and easy process. There's been a lot of things a lot of delay after delay. And it's gotten frustrating. The only thing that's kind of, helped me remain patient and stay the course is I know I'm not the only one. I've seen people kind of have a quicker process than me, and I'll admit that does kind of irritate me, make me a little bit jealous. But at the same time, I've seen people that have to work and work and work and fight to get in, whether it's their first time in or to try to enlist. And if it's, all the branches, that does kind of, it's frustrating to, you have people that have the desire to serve and want to serve and are qualified, maybe not the easy low hanging fruit for these recruiters, but and if the numbers are short in all the branches, these branches should be willing to work to get these people enlisted that want to and qualify for. And if there's no, red flags and psychological red flags and all that kind of stuff, physical red flags or anything, then, let these people get in and do what they want to do and serve their country. At least that's my goal is I miss that service and I got some gas left in my tank and I want to get back in and do it. But that's where it's at right now. I'm hoping to find out this next coming week what the probability is that if we wait till October, what the probability is that we can go logistics. That would be my preference because that's, it just makes sense to me. That's what I do now in the civilian world. I'm taking college classes, possibly getting an, we'll continue on to get an MBA in logistics. Um, so it makes sense to go that route in the Navy, in my civilian world education. Um, but that's not a deal breaker for me if I can't be logistics. If I can do something else that's semi related or that I qualify for in the Navy, I'll do it. I'm open. The other option that I've had, not through my recruiter because I think he would probably lose me in his process because I'd have to go to an active duty recruiter is to go active duty, and I've thought about that. I've considered that. That's not completely off the table for me, but that would have to be my last and final option to be able to get back in the military, and I'd have to really consider that. Only because of I know what sacrifice that takes. Reserves take sacrifice too. Don't get me wrong, especially if you get activated or something. But with active duty, that's a whole nother full time deal. That my son is in senior year of high school. My daughter's still young. There's a lot of things that I don't want to miss out on. So, not that would never happen that I'd go active, but for me, that's you know that would have to be my last resort, and I'd still have to consider that before I pull the trigger. So where we're at now is, just wait to find out. I want to wait and find out with my recruiter on if if the information he's getting is leading him to believe that, hey, if we wait till October, we have like a 75, 90% chance or whatever it is that, yeah, we could submit you for logistics and get you in. As much as I'd hate to wait another, like, month and a half to finally get in, I think I might be willing to do that. But I would still want to, hey, okay, in the meantime, let's not just sit on our asses for a month and a half. Let's look at other rate options and stuff and prepare our backup plans. So if we submit this in October, um, and it does come back, we kind of already know where we're at. So it's like, let's line these up so it's like we're ready to go. That's where I'm trying to get my recruiter to be at with me on the same page. And not to say that I don't think he is. I just know he's very busy and facing other deadlines, and I know he's backed up with other stuff. Um, so I just kind of don't want to fall through the cracks on that when let's I'm trying to get him to where let's do the work now where it's ready to go. So if come October we pull these different avenues to get me in. I'm not taking up any more of your time, dude. Let's I want to get off your plate because I want to get in, and I know you have other things to worry about. So let's get this done. But we'll see. Um, we will see. So if I find out more information in the next week or so, I'll post another update and let you know. Um, but yeah, that's just kind of why it's been so long in in the update. And when I think I posted the first video in this series about starting this process, I was honestly guesstimating like 6 months. Never in my wildest dreams did I think it was going to take 13 months. And now we're looking at, another month and a half. But, I've kind of Googled some other stuff, and I've seen people take as long as me to get in, longer, in all kinds of branches. So I know that's not a complete rarity. I don't think it's very common. I don't know if you do, if you know more than me on it, or if you've been through something similar or going through something similar. Let me know. But my advice is if it's something you really want to do and you're willing to put in the work, then keep putting in the work, keep putting in the patience, keep working towards it. I'm at this point, I have some friends and family that are hesitant to like, man, why don't you just kind of, maybe it's not meant to be and all that stuff. Well, no, I mean, for me, it's not meant to be until they say, look, we've explored every option, we've worked every avenue to get you in. It's not going to happen. Until I get to that point, that's when it's not meant to be. Some things you really want in life and you want to do and you want to prove to people, it takes work, takes time and effort, and that's where I'm at. That's the type of person I am. So that's where we're at. So no, I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna give up. I've made it too far to just walk away. And especially knowing as of you know the end of July, we, we were at the finish line. Like that was it. It was just everything's been done. Just cross all the T's. Dot, like I said, dot all the I's. He was, knowing that they're kind of full on slots. He was making my packet just like so he could submit it, and they had no reason to like not want me. Um, and that's he was getting ready to do that, and that's when he found out like they wouldn't even entertain me at that point. Like, and it's probably because we're at the end of the fiscal year, um, and that could be it. So we'll just have to see what happens in the next coming weeks. But yeah, I'm not. I mean, I'm this close. I can feel it. I can see it. Um, so we'll see. But thanks for watching. Thanks for staying with me in this process. I've noticed a few, new kind of subscribers, and I'm assuming it's because of these videos. So thanks for, joining me in this process. And if you're in the process as well, let me know. Questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the comment section down below. And I will talk to you in the next update.